Probably the most questions I get are about my barbecue chips. Joe, how are they doing? Joe, are you still making them? Joe, are you selling them? Yes, yes, and yes. I think it was always the intentions for me to make these a add-on sales opportunity. I do believe you could make these into a business model. It would be nationwide or regional. I think you'd have to have a kiln and kiln dry the wood. I think there's laws, guys. I'm not too sure on this, on about mailing wood product, untreated wood product across state lines. I don't know. So I am still wary of that, but that's not the case for me anyways, because I'm using these as add-on sales. It's kind of like when you go to a fast food restaurant, you know, there's always the upsell, which is you want to buy a burger and they ask you want to buy a double. That's an upsell. Add-on sales would be you want to buy a burger, the counter person would say, would you like fries with that? Would you like a drink? Well, that's what barbecue chips are for me. I have 3 restaurants that are buying these off of me, and the 2 of them are exclusive hickory, and I'm running low on hickory. The other one is cherry and oak, and I'm all out of oak. So today I'm going to be making more barbecue chips, and I will be showing you the entire process and everything that I have come up with for this product. And I am going to give you all of the information in the description box. There should be a little word that says more down here. You click it, and that will open up all of the links to these products. Because I've decided to use these plastic bags, and these may not be the right way to go. I have a belief, guys, that in retail, when you're trying to sell stuff, it pays to be able to see it. Do you want these in a burlap bag or a cardboard box? Because the customer can't see it. Well, the challenge though is when you put it into a plastic bag, and these are not heat treated, if these are left out in the sun, it gets moisture inside the bag and it's very unsightly. For me, that's not a problem anymore because the restaurants that are buying these off of me, they use them. So they don't sit in the bag very often. But still, homeowners, you know, when I sell home delivery, if it comes up, I'll ask them if they're interested in these barbecue chips, and certainly my kindling. And I do have to make a kindling video here for you too. Last year, I forgot to do it. This year, I'm going to do a kindling video for you. But the whole thought, guys, was what can I do to maximize my price per cord? And I had estimated there's probably about 1 stick of firewood in each one of these bags. And if you can sell these from $8 to $10 to $15, that certainly adds to how much you're selling a cord for. And especially for someone like me, I'm a sole proprietor. It's just me, and I think I can try and sell firewood by selling less at a higher margin. Enter add-on sales and certainly these barbecue chips. I also think too, seeing my name and this label, it means a lot, and it kind of gives me some street cred. It's not, I am no longer just some guy that sells firewood or just some small company. When you have products that are out there with professional labeling, UPC codes, my logo, man, that separates you from everyone else. And certainly when you can place these in the hands of a homeowner, guys, you're going to have a customer for life. What we got to do today, we have to make more. I'm running low, and there's a whole process to doing these. And I'm taking the week off of firewood production. It's really hot out. My oldest daughter has come home from college for the summer, and I brought my tractor home, so it's here at the house. I had the brush hog, I had to do some other moving around with it. We're gonna go on a mini vacation. So I thought this is just the right time because I have the chipper on the back of my tractor, PTO driven. We are gonna chip some chips. I'm gonna show you how I make the bags. We're gonna set these things out to cook in the sun, and then I'll just show you this entire process. I have said, if you are going to do something, guys, be exceptional. I guess you can put these in a paper bag with a magic marker and write barbecue chips on it. But guys, if you just take some extra steps, you can separate yourself and add a lot of value to your product and how much you can sell it for. And in this case, I had my graphic designer, her name is Melissa Nagy, and a lot of you know who she is. She's made an appearance in one of my videos. She made my logo, she made my labels, she's put the UPC codes on them, and then from there I just found a printer that would make these for me, and now I got myself a nice label. I estimate each sticker cost me 16 cents, but you got to put them on something. This is just my belief, guys. I could be wrong, but I believe the customer needs to see the product, and that's why I went with plastic. Probably not the best idea. With plastic also, you got to poke holes in it to help it breathe, but also so it doesn't fill up with air and it makes it sit on the shelf so much nicer. I have found these online. I'm going to give you the link. The size bag that I chose is 12-inch by 15-inch. It's a Ziploc, and it has a 3-inch gusset on the bottom. It just makes it look better when it's stuffed. It really does make a nice product, guys. But to get there, I just don't do this outside. I'll do this in the evening when I'm sitting watching television. But I just get a hole punch and I put holes in the bag. I use this cardboard backer because I found that when you just try to punch holes in the plastic bag, it doesn't work. It's got to have this backing on it. So I just poke 4 holes in it, and then I put on my sticker, and I'll make a number of these and just have them in a pile, and so that I'm ready to stuff them when the time comes. I have looked around for labels. I found this one place that was online. It made these, and they come on these spools, because this was set up for one of those machines that put on the labels. But after shopping around, I found a guy here in town, and I would recommend go find one of your local printers. And he was able to put 4 of these onto a page. So I'm only buying 1 sheet of stickers, but I'm getting 4 out of it. And that's how I was able to get these so cheap. I'm about 16 cents each for the stickers. And my bags, I got these for 10 cents each. But there are minimum amounts that you have to buy. If you find a bag that's suitable for you, go for it. You can find them on the internet. There's a lot of different places that sell them. And I thought when I first got these that these bags were too big. But now after I've used them, I like this size. I think it's good for me and it's good for the customer. But in order to chip, we got to get our wood ready. And I have found that sticking these big pieces of firewood into my chipper, it doesn't work that good. So I take the extra time to split them down with my super splitter. I try to get as much of the bark off of it as I can and get these smaller so that they get chipped better with the chipper. So I have wheelbarrowed in some hickory. Now let's go get some cherry and some oak. We'll get them split with the super splitter and we'll get busy chipping. When I get some cherry logs, I do separate by species, but I have come into an abundance of cherry. And I just have so much of it right now. I've just started mixing it in with my mixed hardwoods. And these are all for restaurants. So they'll just get cherry mixed in with whatever it is they're getting. I'm sure they won't complain. The species that I do, hickory, cherry, and oak. I think that's probably all I really need to do. If there's anything else that comes up, I could just make me a label and put together some bags and then just add it to the mix. I have UPC codes that I've purchased online, and I don't have a site to recommend you guys. Just Google it, buy UPC codes, and you will find probably 20 different companies that sell them. All right, so let's get some oak and let's add it to our menu for today. On second thought, let's not do oak today. All right, so here's what I'm gonna do. Everyone remembers the super splitter. Great machine. I'm gonna just split these down to manageable sizes. I'm gonna set them on the edge of the trailer and then we'll bring the chipper up. I think from there I will chip the hickory right into the trailer, and I'll probably chip the cherry into a tub and then dump it so I don't get it all mixed in with each other. Not a lot of cherry. I have a lot of them left. I'm going to make a lot of hickory. So we're going to be splitting up the hickory now. I'm going to remove the bark and we'll just set it right on the edge of the trailer. It is hot out here. I've moved everything into the shade just for this. Something else, guys. You don't have to do all of this at the same time. You know, you can get these split down and have them setting off to the side until you get ready to chip. You can have all your bags made when you're not doing anything on a rainy day. But in this case here, we have a stretch of hot weather that's coming. It's not going to rain. My trailer is not going to be needed. So I'm just going to cook all of these chips in this trailer for about 3 days, get that moisture content down in them before I put them into the plastic bags. So let's get the super splitter out of the way, let's get the chipper in, and let's get busy. Guys, this is the Titan Attachments wood chipper. The exact model is right here for your viewing pleasure. And this chipper was given to me from Titan, not for my channel, but for another project that we were doing. But they said I'm free to use it for whatever. So I've been using it for chipping. I've chipped branches and stuff. It works fine. Tough. And I've been chipping firewood with it too, and it works fine. The only thing that I had learned when I was chipping these big pieces, sometimes it would shear the shear pin on the drive shaft. So that's what got me started splitting these down, making them smaller. And it just dawned on me when I was chipping branches one day that the chips come out, they look just like the stuff that you buy at the store. That's when my rusty gears started turning, and I came up with this idea for barbecue chips. But what we're going to do here, we're going to start chipping the hickory, and I'm going to shoot it directly into the trailer. And once the hickory's done, I'm going to chip the cherry, but we'll probably shoot that into a tub, and that way I don't get it all mixed in with each other while it's in the back of the trailer. I will point out to you, my previous video I did, I was getting a lot of comments about I'm going to get my hand ripped off my body. But I think it was an optical illusion. I literally cannot touch the blades on this. I can't get my hand in there that far, but I understand the safety of it. The other thing is it's super loud, guys, so I wear hearing protection and of course eye protection. And obviously you got to have your tractor, and boy is it nice to have my tractor back. One of the big blind spots I had with my new wood yard was my beautiful tractor is going to be over there and not here. So I got to borrow a trailer off of a friend to bring my tractor back because it won't fit into my dump trailer. Another blind spot. Maybe I just need a second tractor. I could use a lot of things, but right now one tractor will do. How did I ever get this far without a tractor, guys? These compact tractors are awesome. works great, guys. And here's our chips. The more I pick these up and set them back down, the smaller stuff starts to fall out of it. So we wind up getting the bigger stuff in the bag. I think too, there could be another step with like some kind of a screen, which would get all of the dust to fall out of it. Not saying that the customer couldn't use it, but I think it just looks better to have the bigger pieces in here. I think too, there's a sweet spot with this chipper on the size of the stick. I think square ones seem to feed better, and maybe a 1 inch by 1 inch is about max, because then they start bouncing around in there, you see. I think, you know, these are designed for real long branches where it gets that correct angle and it sucks it right through. You put a short piece of firewood in there and it just doesn't hit that knife at the right angle and it starts bouncing around. Okay, so let's move this out of the way, and I'm going to now shoot these cherry into a tub. And then we'll spread all these out to cook them in the sun. This is one of these matters when you're filming something, it works better this way. This thing spins 360, but for now, it just works better with the shade tree. I'm gonna leave it right here, and we're gonna shoot these chips right into this tub, because if we didn't, it would mix in with all of the hickory, and I wanna keep them separate in there while they're drying out. So we'll just deflect these straight into this tub, and then I can just dump them. All right, let's fire up the tractor. Let's get the chipper going, and let's make us some cherry barbecue chips. Cherry chips easier because it's softer than hickory. These look nice. That cherry really chips up nice. This cherry really chips up nice, and it looks like I've done this before. I had the exact amount of sticks that would fill up this tote. Yeah, we got some spilled on the ground, but I'm not going to sweat the small stuff right now. So we need to get the chips spread out in the trailer and get them cooking. So I am just going to move these around and spread them out. And then I'll move the trailer into the sun. I made a little bit more hickory than I was expecting. So what I think I'm going to do, I'm going to try, I have this area of my driveway. I'm going to set the cherry out on it and see how that works. Versus being in the trailer. It'd be worth a try. But I'll show you how I do this, guys. Anyone from Ohio has grown up with a flexible flyer. It's one of the greatest inventions in the history of the sledding hill. When you would show up to the hill with one of these, people would laugh at you until they saw you go down, and then they wanted to borrow it. But I found it's perfect for loading up these bags. So I just spool it up and put it inside my bag. And then from here, I fill it up with the chips. And once it's full, guys, you just pull it out. And you are ready to go. So what do you think, guys? Well, what do you think about the Titan Attachments chipper? These are pretty affordable. And I really like Titan attachments. Everything that you see on there is free shipping. There's no surprise costs. You know, when you like look at something on the internet and you think, oh wow, that's a good deal, and then they start factoring in shipping, it adds a couple extra hundred to it. Free shipping with Titan attachments. And their website is just a lot of fun to look at, guys. I have an affiliate link with Titan attachments, and I'll put that link there. You click on that, it takes you right to their website. Anything that you purchase on there, I get a small commission. And as for the barbecue chips, guys, I think you give them a try and see what else that you can come up with. I think that the sky is the limit with species, with packaging, add-on sales, or just a standalone product. All of those retailers out there are an opportunity, guys. You go after them and find out which ones will take your product. And that is it from the old wood yard, guys. And it's nice having the tractor back here. I've missed it. And I'm gonna have to deal with these bees over here for the oak. I gotta get that oak chipped up, guys. All right, let me know what you guys think. Leave your comments down below. Everyone have a great day.